For years, Little St. James was looked at from above. Endless drone video showed rooftops, terraces, music, and that mysterious blue and white temple. But what was Epstein hiding under the water? Newly, Music, released Department of Justice files talk about secret tunnels and a trap door underwater. Some claimed submarine drone video now shows man-made openings cut into the island's cliffs. If these tunnels are real, what else is down there? And why have so many records about this disappeared behind blacked-out parts? Tonight, we go under the waves to face what official files and hidden paths show and what is kept hidden on purpose. Little St. James has been mapped, measured, and studied music from every possible angle above ground. For years, hobby drone flyers and investigators flew drones over the island, recording every rooftop, terrace, and curving path. The blue and white temple, with its straight lines and missing dome, appeared again and again in these flights. Each new video from the air seemed to promise a new clue, a strange extra building, a wall just painted, a shadow near stairs, but always from far away. The shoreline, cliffs, and neat grass were recorded in music, sharp detail, shared online, and studied picture by picture. People sharing drone videos turned the island's top into a kind of public collection, with clips seen by millions. Yet, after all the time spent and all the pictures looked at closely, everything stayed flat, music on the screen. No drone ever went into the ground or followed what might be under the water. What if the real secrets could never be seen from above? What if the top was just a cover, hiding a whole other part of the island that no flying camera could reach? The Department of Justice release broke the line between stories and real proof. More than 3 million pages plus 180,000 pictures and 2,000 videos are now open to everyone. Each file has its own special number and a green checked mark. Hidden in all this information, an email from August 2009 appears. It mentions added tunnels and an office below the main house. The message, saved in the Department of Justice's own records, seems to music, talk about building under Little St. James. But the sender's name is blacked out and the receiver's address is hidden. What else is still hidden in these files? One picture, DOJ, YMG 00004512, shows the inside of a maintenance building. In the middle, there is a heavy trap door in the floor with dusty hinges. No words explain what is below. The picture's information shows it was taken on the island, but gives no details about the space under it. Why take a picture of a trap door if it just leads to storage? What would a hidden door be for on an island made for music, keeping secrets? With each new file, the story we see on top changes to something deeper and more worrying. If tunnels go under Little St. James, who planned them and why? The proof is now public, but the answers stay locked behind blacked-out parts and closed doors. One underwater video file is at the center of the argument. The file is named LJ_RV_01.mpp4. The raw video, marked November 15, 2024 at 102.234 Zulu, was given to experts to check if it was real. Every part was tested against its special code SJ256 hash starting 9F31C9E2 music to make sure no one changed it. The expert's report says the file is real. The code matches the original with no changes. In the first seconds, you see a quick reflection of the ROV operator at the edge, gloved hands moving the controls. A forensics label covers part of the video with the file name, time, and code. The experts stop on one picture. Cloudy water, a rough shape in the cliff, and what looks like a straight corner shadow that does not fit normal rock. No location or depth information is there, but the record of who handled it is complete. Who was in control of the ROV that morning? Why was the video taken? Music, and why does it appear only now? The proof is real. What it means is still not clear. A stone staircase goes down the western hill. Its steps are worn and light against the dark rock. The path ends just above where the water rises and falls, pointing straight out to sea at 265 degrees. Drone map layers show that direction lines up exactly with the spot where the ROV recorded what looks like an unnatural opening in the cliff. The match is not by chance. Pictures from space, surface drone video, and the ROV's path all meet at this one line. Why build a staircase to meet the water at such a music-exact angle? Was it for people swimming, or does it have another use, one kept out of sight? The map layer shows a straight line from the stairs on land to the claimed underwater door below. Is this proof of careful planning, a clear path from land to sea? Or is it just luck, something in the design with no bigger meaning? The answer is somewhere between the stone we see and the dark under the music waves. Secrets were not only on Little St. James, hundreds of miles away in the New Mexico desert. Property records for Epstein's Zorro Ranch show the same interest in building under the ground. Permit numbers are 09B filed with Santa Fe. Music. County lists a subcellar elevator, something unusual for a home, hinting at several levels below ground. The words are plain, but the purpose is clear. Why would a ranch need an elevator to a lower level in a place where basements are not common? The pattern goes beyond building plans. Epstein's name is on the list of leaders for the Lifeboat Foundation, a group whose rules clearly talk about studying bunkers, tunnels, and ways to survive underground. The group's goals sounds like steps for staying safe below ground. Are these links just chance, or do they show a plan to make hidden places at all of Epstein's properties? Seeing the same thing at far-apart places brings up a scary question. How many secrets are still buried, not just on one island, but everywhere Epstein owned land? Permit words, group memberships, and rules form a web of indirect proof, a system that looks built to hide things. What strange thing might show up next when the camera finally goes below ground? A 2-hour video released with the Department of Justice files brings the search from ideas into the real world under Little St. James. The video's information puts one part at time 005743 deep in a dark hallway with concrete walls and pipes. For a second, a person with their back to the camera appears, wearing a New York City Department of Environmental Protection shirt. No official answer has ever come for music. Why a city worker's shirt would appear in a tunnel on a Caribbean island, or if the shirt was even real. The Department of Justice has not said more about where it was filmed beyond the word underground. People who helped survivors asked about the video's release demanded strong protection of identities. No faces, no names, no personal facts. Their words in the file say, any footage must protect survivors' privacy above all. Why was this inspection filmed? Who allowed it? Each picture brings more questions about the people there and the harm that these tunnels may have hidden. A secret exit under the waves is more than an interesting building feature. On an island watched by many eyes and cameras all the time, being able to move people or things without being seen changes who has control. A small boat that follows the tide can go in and out of a hidden opening without passing any surface camera or drone. People planning these paths would stay out of sight from above, using water and rock to avoid checks on land. In one case, a tunnel exit at the bottom of the cliff lets things move straight to a waiting boat. No roads, cars, or open movement needed. Another case is a staircase that ends at the sea, not for swimmers, but for people who know the tides and when patrols happen. Each way lowers danger, cuts what can be seen, and gives an escape when all other paths are watched. Why build such a system unless keeping things secret? Music was the most important thing. What else on the island was made to disappear from sight? The temple stands by itself at the island's highest spot, a blue and white square 40 feet on each side. Its flat roof used to have a gold dome on top. From above, it looks like decoration, almost like a show, but building drawings filed with the local rules office show simple straight shapes. Every wall at right angles, the base a perfect square. The terrace on the west side does not face the sunrise, but a small part of the horizon lined up with the sea. That part matches the direction of the staircase in the cliff and the line of the claimed underwater door. The building's direction is music, very exact with doors and windows set to compass directions instead of the island's natural shape. Why so much care in a building called just a strange idea? Some building map layers suggest the temple's shape lines up with the suspected tunnels below. Is the temple a code? It's outside a cover for something hidden in the rock. Or is its direction only a symbol, a marker for secrets with no other use? The difference between decoration and real plan gets smaller with each new detail. What use does a temple have on an island built to hide secrets underground? More than 550 pages in the Department of Justice files are completely blacked out. Every word, every line covered by digital black. Even simple page tops vanish into nothing. In one case, a permit part for work by the shore is shown with only the date and one, music, clear phrase, subject to environmental review. The rest, music, is gone. As the Department of Justice keeps back the real details, a new danger appears above ground. In early 2023, Little St. James was sold to Stephen Deckoff for about $60 million. Permit papers show the time for building by the coast starts in the third quarter of 2026. Once big machines start digging and fixing the shore, any sign of hidden doors or underwater paths could be gone forever. With every blacked-out page and each day before building starts, the chance to find answers gets smaller. Music. What proof will last when secret places meet destruction? Official files prove tunnels exist, but the island's deepest guarded parts stay unseen. What got lost under layers of blacked-out pages and removed video? As building changes the land. Music. The chance for answers gets smaller. The real question is, how much can be hidden before the truth is gone forever?